Seventh quartet of the evening, representing the Land O'Lakes district, from the Hilltop chapter, Excalibur!
Atlanta's jumping, it's hard, really jumping, dropping on this metropolis, I mean. Atlanta's jumping, now the dome is ringing, quartets are singing, there's harmony in every key.
In 1938, a few men who loved to sing got together in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and founded the Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America. The following year, they selected their first championship quartet. 6 decades later, the Society has grown to 34,000 members worldwide. Every summer, members of the Society, men whose careers range from teacher to truck driver to surgeon to airline pilot, get together to sing, to socialize, and to pick their champions. For these men and their families, barbershopping is an all-consuming hobby, something between a lifestyle and an obsession. For the Society's 60th gathering, the site is Atlanta, and for 1 week in July, Georgia's capital city hosts 10,000 men and their families who can't stop singing. 48 quartets will compete in the Georgia Dome for the 60th championship. One of them is the quartet that finished second last year, a group from Marietta, Georgia, with something of an identity crisis.
I'd like to check in under, should reservations be under the name Fred?
Fred?
Mm-hmm.
Is that F-R-E-D?
That's correct.
Well, I'm checking in under Fred.
I called in last week under the name Fred, and that should be, I should have a reservation.
I called, but there should be,
Well, that's mine.
you have a reservation for Fred?
Excuse me, when you're done, I need to check in under the name Fred.
Another contender for the championship, Bank Street from Albuquerque, finished fourth last year. 2 of Bank Street's members are computer professionals. One is a manufacturer's representative, and one a high school music teacher. After singing together for 7 years, they feel this might be their year to win the gold.
I was first in line, first of all, and could you check in?
Fred's baritone is a microwave engineer, the bass is an information systems manager, the lead is an architect, and the tenor an insurance agent.
Shall we drift into the night, find a little beam of light, shall we catch a shooting star?
Revival has been to the international competition twice, but has not yet won a medal. This quartet from Southern California includes a music student, a businessman, an insurance executive, and a catalog editor.
Fred.
I think he's got my reservation.
Turning Point, a young quartet from Ohio, includes 2 music teachers, an executive recruiter, and a college freshman. They qualified for this international competition after singing together for only 3 weeks.
You don't even know how to write.
Security guys.
It's a line.
What if something like this happens behind? Now, Fred,
If I could just get that room. Someone said, wouldn't Fred be a stupid name? And we said, that would be very stupid. Fred's been together for almost 8 years now. This is our 7th international competition. We started 35th, then we were 24th, then we went to 27th, then we went to 11th, and then we went to 8th, 4th, and 2nd. Last year we were 2nd, so this is the big year for us.
Well, one of the big things with a big convention like this is just kind of mentally trying to be focused on what you're doing. If you get too focused and too intense on what you're doing, then that shows in your performance, and it's not a fun, light kind of performance. But then if you're too light and too loose, then that shows in your performance, and it's not as clean and not as polished as it could be.
Getting ready for international competition, we find ourselves rehearsing maybe once or twice a week, and then all of a sudden you get a couple of months ahead of time, maybe 3 times a week. And as you're in the month before contest, we're almost every night. Everyone's expecting us to win. So I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say the pressure isn't on. We are fully aware of the fact that we want to win this thing.
Just
It is nerve-wracking, you know, especially in a big competition like this. But we handle the pressure real well because we cut up a lot and we don't let the pressure get to us. And I think that's one of the reasons we've been so fortunate is that we don't, we don't ever say we've got to win, or we've got, like last year we were in second place. No one was more surprised than us.
Before Fred performs, we normally like to get as relaxed as we possibly can, which is a little different from most other quartets. You'll observe other quartets getting ready in the warm-up room, and they can get pretty uptight. The pressure's on, and they know they have to go out and perform very well. With Fred, we don't do our best if we put pressure on ourselves. There is a saying that silver medalists from the year before sort of have the inside track to the gold. We've talked about this quite honestly, and have decided that if we win, that would be great. If we don't win, well, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, we'd be somewhat disappointed, but we'd certainly go on and we'd still entertain and we'd have a great time anyway.
Have a great time, man. You too, buddy.
Joe?
All right. Representing the Dixie District from Marietta, Georgia chapter, Fred!
Contest, we're at our best, singing while we dance, but score-wise we could surmise we always took a chance. So here's a clever way to sing and then to sway. Watch closely while we demonstrate how to dance and still sing great.
Come on, take it easy. Whoa.
Ain't she sweet?
Each of the 48 competing quartets will sing 2 songs in the quarterfinal round. 20 quartets will make the cut and sing 2 more songs in the semifinals. The decision about who makes the cut rests with a panel of 15 judges who will evaluate each quartet's performance in one of 3 categories: singing, presentation, and music.
Oh, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my, ain't that perfection? Oh my. Ow!
My hair!
Don't you think she's kinda neat? Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she? As you can see, we've mastered it fine, singing and swaying at nearly the same time. Never a bother, never a fuss. It just comes easy to us. For us.
Fred's second song is a parody of All by Myself. As they perform it, their tenor needs to be convinced that it is a sad song.
All by myself!
It's a sad song.
When they get to the end of the song, the part barbershoppers call the tag, the comedy takes its toll on the music. The final chords don't blend as planned.
By myself.
By myself.
That was part of the
It was
act.
planned that way, and they thought, well, if it is.
Did I miss it? They're
Did I
trying to
miss
think
it?
that.
I'm
like,
thinking, and you guys should just go, what, do you like the way we ended that song?
Yeah.
We're trying something new.
almost
We really
You
should. We should
play
say,
it.
what do you
Or
we thought it was gonna go over
tomorrow
better than
night,
that, yeah.
tomorrow night, do the same thing.
No, I don't think that.
I don't think we could.
We blew the tag on the second song.
Yeah, you know, we hadn't practiced that enough, and
Yeah.
we thought it might be a weakness, and it was. It kind of showed this
No,
time.
but I'm not
So,
Maybe they missed it. Who knows?
yeah, hopefully the way we do our comedy, they might have thought it was on purpose.
Every barbershop quartet has its own personality. Some, like Fred, are known for their comedy. Others, like Bank Street, are more traditional.
One of the unique things about barbershopping is that it's a place for an amateur to shine. And there aren't that many venues where a person can become really good at something that they're not professional at.
It's so simple for you to turn on the CD player or the radio for your entertainment. But at the turn of the century, entertainment was pretty much made by the families and getting together and singing. To try and go toward that same type of lifestyle, I guess, in that way to it. Let's just get together and sing and have fun.
Barbershoppers, they have several attributes. They're genuine, they're nice, they're friendly, they like people. You don't find many barbershoppers across the world that you don't trust. You don't find very many barbershoppers across the world that you wouldn't want to have a dinner with sometime. And if you were going to sing nose to nose with them all evening, you know, you have to like them.
We can look at each other and tell by, the wink of an eye or the way a shoulder drops how another's feeling or what another's going to do.
I really get nervous when I get ready to walk on stage. It's just as much as I can do to keep calm, and I do a lot of deep breathing, and I often just kind of walk off by myself for a little while just to get out of the melee and kind of keep off some of the pressure. But by the time we get up on the platform ready to walk out on stage, and we kind of look each other in the eye and say, "You ready to go? Let's go." And about that time I'm feeling okay, and once we start singing, it's just pretty much gone. It's a sense of making magic with the quartet, and we all four have a kind of a sense when that's happening, and it's really just sends goosebumps up your arms when you make that magic happen.
When the magic happens within the quartet, that's when the magic happens for the audience.
Firefly, fly high and shine a little light on me. I call her Firefly, 'cause oh my, she radiates moon glow. Oh, it's none of that noon glow. She shines when the sun goes down about 8 p.m. It's mayhem, she switches those brights up. She lights up and gives me a call. Take me to the Firefly ball. When I get her there, set her there, do I get to pet her there? And grab me some glow. No, she's a gadabout, mad about, luring every lad about, while leaving me moaning low. Firefly, why can't I latch on to you? Know how? Oh, how I love you, but gee, why you set the night on? Firefly, shine a little light on me. Oh, shine, little glowworm glimmer, glimmer, shine, little glowworm glimmer, glimmer. Lead us lest too far we wander. Love's sweet voices calling yonder. Shine, little glowworm glimmer, glimmer, glimmer. Shine, little glowworm glimmer, glimmer. Light the path below above and lead us on to love. When I get her there, set her there, do I get to pet her there? And grab me some glow. No, she's a gadabout, mad about. Why can't I latch on to you? Know how? Oh, how I love you, my G. Why to set the night on firefly? Shine a little light on, glow, little glowworm, shine on me. And light the way far.
Turning Point doesn't really expect to win. This young quartet is just happy to be here in Atlanta.
We wanted to find a name that solidified what we were trying to do. The specialness that we found with this particular group, we thought what an appropriate name, a turning point in our barbershop career.
We're just going to go out and have a good time. We have nothing to achieve right now. We're just going to go out there and do our best and see what happens.
We surprised ourselves, we surprised everyone, so we're going to just go out and give it all we got and have a great time.
It's like we've already won the lottery just by being here. We can't lose, so we're not going to pressure ourselves.
Many quartets have a fifth pair of eyes and ears, their coach.
A coach working with a quartet like this has to first take a look at their personality, their sound, the kind of things that they do well, and then build on those. We work with them on interpretation, we work with them on sound, we work with them on vowel matching, we work with them on their presentation, their physical presentation. What are their faces doing? What are their bodies doing? Where do they look at this point? Where do they not look? We want to make sure that the kind of movements that they're doing are not inhibiting the vocal mechanism, the vocal instrument, so that it can still produce. And what's the difference in yesterday and today?
None.
Yes, there is. God, you guys are going to do a great job. I know you'll place in the top 10. You got to do this for your wives. You got to do this for the district. You got to do... Yeah, and Chad wants you to be there, and I want to get... Guess what? All 4 of you are getting that. All 4 of you are getting that. Oh, my God, you guys are going to... Well, now we have to prove that we're as good as they heard. No, you don't. You are as good as they heard. You don't have to prove anything. So, there you go.
All right. Quartet number 26. Representing the Johnny Appleseed District from the Buckeye Columbus, Maumee Valley, Western Hills Chapter, and Frank Thorne, Turning Point.
Oh, well, stop, look, listen to me. Anybody seen my gal? Look what she did to me, and I thought she was a pal. Next gal I go and get. She must be blonde or brunette. I think redhead gals may be okay, but I am here to say nobody knows what redhead mama can do. She's not for you. Give her a heart made of rock. She'll break it into two, right in two. There's no doubt that she's got a conscience and a mind. I'm telling you, but when she steps out, she leaves them both behind. She can draw rings round a gal like Louisville do. She can make a blue beard feel mighty blue. A blue to keep her from talking without a muzzle is harder to do than a jigsaw puzzle. Nobody knows what a redhead mama can. Redhead, everybody loves redhead. She's my heartbreaker, I'm gonna make her. I don't take her, my heartbreaker, I'm gonna make her mine.
Revival has run up impressive scores in the qualifying district contests that lead to the international competition. Barbershoppers around the world have followed these results on the internet.
The fraternity within this organization is absolutely the most fantastic I've ever seen in my life. People just give of each other, and they help each other, and they work together, and they support each other as if we're all just one great big family.
We've been very fortunate in a quartet to all have the same objectives and same goals in mind, so when we work together, we get a lot accomplished in that way. And we've been in 2 previous international competitions. The first one we came in 15th. Last year we came in 9th at Indianapolis. And of course this year we're hoping to do much better than that.
As they keep their own scores, the audience here in the Georgia Dome has great expectations for Revival.
Now it's simply a matter of getting in tune with each other and allowing the music to happen is really our primary goal.
There is no place to be other than that stage at the international contest, because that is the epitome of participating in this hobby, is allowing you to go and sing in front of your peers and do the best possible job that you can.
After we're warmed up as a quartet, as a unit, every single performance that we do when we're backstage, before we break the curtain, we always pray.
Representing the Far Western District from Foothill City and San Diego, California chapters, please welcome Revival.
Hey, hey, no doubt you've heard about the sweetest man in Dixieland. He's the sweetest man, what am I say? He's hot, yeah, he's got just what it takes to be a ladies' man. When he struts along and swings his cane, he struts and swings his cane. The husbands tie their wives up with a ball and chain. Just a sentimental gentleman from Georgia, Georgia, gentle to the ladies all the time, all the time. When it comes to loving, he's a real professor, yes sir, just a Mason Dixon Valentine. Just see those Georgia peaches hanging around him now. What this baby teaches, nobody else knows how. That sentimental gentleman from Georgia, Georgia, gentle to the ladies all the time. Oh yeah. Oh, let me tell you, brother, there just ain't no other like that strutting ladies' man. Just see those Georgia peaches hanging around him now. Wow, what this baby teaches, nobody else knows how. That sentimental gentleman from Georgia, Georgia, gentle to the ladies. Oh, those ladies, gentle to the ladies all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time.
After all 48 quartets have sung, the judges will narrow the field to 20. At the end of the day, the semifinalists are announced, not in scoring order, but in a randomly selected performing order.
Singing fourth, Revival.
As expected, Fred, Bank Street, and Revival make the cut.
Come on, man.
Turning Point waits and hopes.
Singing fifth, Turning Point. Singing number 6, Bank Street. Sorry.
Bells chiming on a Sunday morn remind you of the town.
Just what is it that brings barbershoppers together?
From the moment we get here, for 5 days, we're all one big family, one big chorus.
Meeting wonderful people, not only in the United States, but throughout the world. Wherever you go, you always have a friend. It's not just a hobby, it's a way of life.
best thing about being a barbershopper has to be singing in a quartet. Having your own voice, make a chord, make a 4-part chord. It's probably the best natural high that you could ever achieve.
There's no substitute for a barbershop song. Love their song.
More than the fun, the fellowship, and the good times, the common bond among barbershoppers is harmony.
Most people think of barbershop harmony as 4-part harmony. In actuality, we have the lead part, which is the melody part, surrounded by 3 harmony parts called the tenor, the baritone, and the bass. Let's start with the lead part, the melody part. Danny?
When the midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama, Alabama, I'll be right there. I've got my fare.
Nice melody line. It would probably be even better if we could add some harmony to that, but before we add the harmony, let's hear just the tenor part, that top part.
Midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama, Alabama, I'll be right there. I've got my fare.
And we put those 2 parts together, sound something like this.
When the midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama, Alabama, I'll be right there. I've got my fare.
And it's the bass part that provides the foundation to the barbershop sound.
Midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama. I'll be right there, I've got my fare.
And the 3 parts together sound something like this.
When the midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama, Alabama, I'll be right there, I've got my fare, I haven't a care.
And the baritone sings above and below the lead part, sounding something like this.
Midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama, Alabama, I'll be right there, I've got my fare.
And you put the 4 parts together, and magically you have barbershop.
When the midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama, Alabama, I'll be right there, I've got my fare.
The love of harmony that brings barbershoppers together sometimes produces results that are hard to describe.
It just keeps rolling, it keeps on rolling, keeps rolling along.
Not every quartet comes to conventions to compete.
Medical diagnosis, arteriosclerosis, coronary thrombosis, cirrhosis, halitosis, wow, start up his heart.
But everyone comes to share a love of harmony and friendship that is the very heart of barbershopping. And whether that harmony is applied to an old standard or a contemporary tune, an atmosphere of uncommon good cheer prevails at every barbershop convention. While most conventioneers are having a good time, 20 quartets are busy rehearsing for the semifinal competition. Fred, looking for an angle, has changed the beginning of their first song to get mileage out of yesterday's blown tag.
Now here's a song that has a tag.
Competitors are working with their coaches, getting the notes right, getting the gestures right, selling a song to the audience and the judges.
With such virtues only
quartets competing in the semifinals don't know their scores or overall ranking. Scoring is cumulative, so last night's scores will be added to tonight's to determine which 10 quartets will return for the final round tomorrow night.
Frank K. scored in the Johnny Appleseed District, 30 points.
Oh, my dear, can't you see that you're all the world to me? I can't think or do a thing without your love, your love. I confess I'm not so smart, but I'm talking from my heart. You're the one thing in my life I'm thinking of. May I never see the sun go down. May I never feel the falling rain. If the love that I declare isn't all that's right and fair, may I never love again. May I never see the blue of the sky, nor the moon and stars down Lover's Lane. May I never live a day if I don't mean what I say. May I never love again. Sweetheart, when I'm with you, I'm not a foolish pretender. Love me too. All I possess, I surrender. May I never feel your tender never take my love in vain. You're the answer to my prayer, but if your love isn't there, may I never know I'll never love again. No, I'll never again.
City and San Diego, California chapters, please welcome Revival.
Never knew the church bell's chime could break this heart of mine. They're ringing out a sad farewell. dear old past. corner. That's a pretty certain sign that wedding bells are breaking up that old gang of mine. All the boys are singing love songs, they forgot Sweet Adeline. Those wedding bells are breaking up that old gang of mine. Look around the corner, there goes Jack, and there goes Jim with the gals down Lover's Lane. Maybe now and then we'll meet again, oh, but they won't seem the same. Gee, I get a lonesome feeling when I hear those church bells chime, 'cause the wedding bells are breaking up that old gang of mine. Well, it breaks my heart to lose those pals so fine, those pals of mine. Hey, Jack, come back. Can't believe my old pal Jack's down in Lover's Lane. Oh, Cupid done give him a shove, and Jim, not him. I used to harmonize with Jim, now it won't be the same. That boy's in love. He's falling in love. Oh Lordy, how I get a low down feeling every time I hear the church bells chime. Another pal has found a gal and left the gang behind. Yes, wedding bells are breaking up that old gang of mine.
And the Rocky Mountain District, Bank Street.
One, two. I guess I've had $1 million or more. I guess I play the dog game more and more. I just quarreled with Sue, little honey. That's why I'm blue. She's gone away and left me just like old dolls do. I went tell you boys it's tough to be alone, and it's tough to love a doll that's not your own. I'm through with all of them. I'll never ever fall again, 'cause this is what I'll do. You know I'm gonna have to buy a paper doll that I can call my own, a doll that other fellas cannot steal. And then those flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. When I come home at night, she'll be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all of the world. I'd rather have a paper doll that I can call my own than have a fickle-minded in real life. I gotta tell you, I'm all in a whirl. Got to have a real life. Gotta have a
Georgia chapter, Fred!
Fred capitalizes on last night's mishap with their tag. This is just what the audience expects and loves.
Now here's a song that has a tag. We know this tag.
Their second song is Vintage Fred.
We've traveled all around the world to places we adore, and everybody wants to know what the heck does Fred stand for. The letters that we wear, their meaning now we'll share. So listen while we spell it out, so you'll know what our name's about. F is 'cause there's only 4, you see, and R is for respectability. E means very, very extraordinary, and D means doing more than anyone you've seen before, and Ferd means something's wrong. I think it was you there. Derf means that we haven't got a clue. Now through this song we'll make it. Take my place and try to fake it. Is here to sing for you. Oh no, someone's off. Who could it be? Try it again. 1, 2, 3. D is 'cause he's dumber than a tree, and D is for the dome that all can see. D means dope and dunce, defective, dreadful, and despicable. D is 'cause he's dead the minute that we end the show. So Erfda is happy to be here, you know, and Erdef, that hurts, you're standing on my Otis toe. Now you know the meaning of our name. It's very clear that Father is here to sing for, Duffery is here to sing for, 3 is here to sing for, F-R-E-D spells that's the meaning of.
Get over here, idiot!
Put this one. There we go.
With the tag machines.
10 of the 20 quartets that have sung tonight will return for the Fred, Revival, and Bank Street have made the cut. Turning Point, finishing 18th, has not. There's far more to a barbershop convention than quartet contests. All over Atlanta, citizens can't escape the non-stop singing of conventioneers.
That's the glory of love.
No barbershopper is a stranger at a convention. When 4 of them get together, they almost always burst into song. Most singers begin their barbershop experience in a chorus. 21 choruses have qualified for the competition here in Atlanta. While a quartet has 4 voices, a barbershop chorus can have hundreds. They sing barbershop harmony, but with choreography and stagecraft that can be pulled off only by a small army. The ambassadors of harmony are from St. Charles, Missouri, and are led by Jim Henry, a member of the 1993 International Quartet champions, the Gas House Gang.
It's very easy to be passionate about this group that I direct. It's a very special group of guys. I mean, you just have to be with us every week to see what kind of person, I get to stand in front of every week. I tell them I have the best seat in the house. And I'm passionate because they're passionate.
Do you ever notice, did it ever occur to you that that has no ending of the sentence? But oh, that, all you can do is praise the Lord, There's nothing you can say. There's no word in the English language to describe it. You just, oh, that, all you can do is just clap, And boy, if the audience will get that.
These guys are banding together with other men to create art.
A barbershopper is somebody who is absolutely hooked on this kind of music. When somebody gets really interested into it, it just invades their soul. It's music for the amateur. Most of our singers are not professional musicians. And so somebody has a good ear, a good voice, they can sing barbershop. They don't need a degree. They don't even need to be able to read music. All they need to be able to do is hear and harmonize and sing in tune.
4 sets of brothers and 13 sets of fathers and sons, including one grandfather, father, grandson combination, sing with the Ambassadors.
It's a family, the barbershopping is, and of course this is my family. And many of the same values that you learn in barbershopping are the same kind of values that you try to teach your family. The togetherness and the doing things for not necessarily your own benefit, but the benefit of the group.
It's nice to be able to spend time with my dad and my grandpa once a week and get up there and sing and have fun.
None of us are prodigies, but tomorrow we're going to get a chance to be the world's best at something. And not many people have that opportunity.
It's just a real nice hobby for the wives, too. I've been helping make their costumes or their uniforms for a long time. In my younger days, I worked in a factory, so buying 340 yards of red fabric doesn't bother me.
We're making twirlies. The first thing about a twirly, that's the most important thing, is it's made out of common things you find at your hardware store and your basic dress sequence store. What's a little hard to imagine is 140 men on the stage all doing twirlies.
These are all amateur people who are lawyers and doctors and street workers and all sorts of professions, teachers, students, and everything. And yet, when it comes to the barbershop, when they get together, all they are is musicians, and they're after a goal. And that goal is to create beautiful music, a cappella harmony. You run into any barbershop, they're going to be a certain special kind of person who loves life, loves other barbershoppers, loves music. It's a really close community and of wonderful people. You won't find a bad one in the bunch.
One thing very special about Ambassadors of Harmony and Jimmy Henry's feel or philosophy for the guys is that this is a hobby. He likes to keep the guys who want to sing contained in the hobby and then bring the hobby up to the height, bring those men up to competition level. Jimmy feels this is important for the men who want to sing barbershop to sing barbershop.
Swing high, swing low, girls swing. Everybody rock and do and grow, rock and roll. It ain't fast and it ain't slow, but oh, that glory, hallelujah, sway, 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 while they play the way they play. Like a stay, hush my march, yes, Rampart Street, hooray. Hush my march, Lordy, that's the South, Rampart Street. Oh, I love the beat that Rampart Street, hooray, 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 hooray. I still hear the beat, the South Rampart Street, hooray. Lordy, how I love to hear 'em play. South Rampart Street,
The Ambassadors of Harmony finish in 3rd place. The Alexandria Harmonizers from Alexandria, Virginia, take home the gold. When a chorus wins the gold medal, it must sit out of competition for 2 years. Last year's winner, the Vocal Majority from Dallas, has become a barbershop dynasty, winning gold 8 times since 1975. After all the competing choruses have sung, the vocal majority takes the stage.
Joshua did the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua did the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Joshua did the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua did the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Joshua did the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua did the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Joshua did the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua did the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. You may talk about your king of Gideon, you may talk about your man of Saul, but there's nothing like good old Joshua at the battle of Jericho. It's so at the battle of Jericho. Now mighty were the walls around Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. So very mighty were the walls around Jericho, but the walls came tumbling down. Yes, and the walls came tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. The walls came tumbling down. The mighty walls came tumbling down. Jericho, 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 Jericho. Early in the morning there by Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Yes, it was early in the morning there by Jericho. God's children gathered round. All the children gathered round Jericho, round Jericho, round Jericho, round Jericho, round Jericho, round Jericho. Joshua led the children round Jericho. 7 times they marched around. 7 times they marched around Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. 7 times they marched around Jericho. Then a hush fell all around. Yeah, the children made not a sound. And then up to the walls of Jericho they marched with spear in hand. Go blow them ram horns, Joshua cried, cause the battle land in my hand. And then the lamb, sheep horns began to blow, and the trumpets began to sound. Oh, Joshua commanded all the children to shout. He said, shout, shout, shout. And the walls came tumbling down. The walls came tumbling down. Yeah, Joshua did the battle of Jericho, around Jericho. I said Jericho. Yeah, Joshua did the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Battle of Jericho, Jericho. What a morning when Joshua did the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. The mighty walls around Jericho came down. Those mighty walls came down, tumbling down. Let me tell you, those walls came tumbling
Give me a song, an old barbershop song that I can sing when I am blue.
On the convention's final day, we get a look at the future of barbershopping.
We wanted to start out as an R&B group, like Boys to Men, and we got singing barbershop strictly by accident. Our tenor, he sang barbershop in a chorus, and just exposed us to it. And we started singing it, fell in love with ringing chords, and here we are today.
And when we started with the barbershop thing, our friends were kind of like, barbershop? What is that? And then after they heard it, they had a big appreciation for it. We really wasn't expecting the appreciation we got from our peers. People were like, wow, that's better harmony than Boys and Men. It's tighter harmony.
Quartets from 20 campuses compete in the college contest.
Their eyes, those eyes, goodbye, my Coney Island baby. I'm walking my baby home. I'm walking her home.
Winning the college championship is Prime Cut from Emory University.
I wanna build it high
till it reaches the sky.
Most people will make fun of it until they either hear a really good barbershop quartet or they sing barbershop, and then they're hooked.
Yeah, I've given up trying to explain it to anybody.
Yeah, you just say,
well,
it's
it's probably easier if you just come here and sing.
and then like you see their faces light up as you sing the song, and you know that they understand.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, only know I'm gonna try.
The highlight of this week in Atlanta, the crowning of the new champion, is yet to come. 10 quartets are still in the running. Although the finalists don't know their scores or overall rankings, this doesn't keep them from handicapping the competition.
For us to win, everyone else has to fail, though, so that's the important, especially what you say.
Fred, with its Barbershop Insiders humor, will play with the names of winners over the last 6 decades, while hoping their name will soon be added to that list.
It's good to have a silly name like Fred.
They also plan to poke a little fun at the competition.
We definitely should not say revival.
Yes, sounds too boring.
We should just say revival.
Revival.
It's silly.
No, I like
we'll
revival.
think about it
It's
because you'll
silly,
change
yeah.
it backstage again.
I hate to put a real negative connotation on any of that.
Because they all had silly, revival isn't silly. No, you gotta have a chap that's got a silly name.
Because they all have silly, is that what we're going to say?
I have always been a wanderer over land and sea.
When a quartet wins the gold, it may no longer compete. But champions achieve honored status among barbershoppers and sing more than ever. Last year's champion quartet was Yesteryear. 2 of its members are small business owners. One is an accountant, and the other is a pastor.
Being a champion has been very different than being a silver medalist or a bronze medalist. You're treated very differently. When I was younger and I was in barbershopping, I would look at the stage and I'd watch the people compete, and I would see them win the international medal, and they would become bigger than life. Those people would become gods.
There's a momentum that begins to build up. You reach the 10, certain people start paying attention to you. You get into the medals. You know, the more potential you show, the more of these kinds of people who are the top arrangers, the top coaches, you get more of that help, and it begins to snowball.
10 years down the road, people are still going to remember who the champions are, but they're not going to remember maybe who came in second, who came in third.
There was no luck in what happened here. We've worked our buns off for this. We knew exactly what we wanted to do. It's snotty to say, but we really deserve this. We've worked very hard.
I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, till the river runs dry. I will try till the river runs dry.
There's no pressure today on previous year's champions, but they know what 10 quartets here in Atlanta are feeling.
If it's real love.
Revival could win a medal for the first time before this day is over. There's a buzz about them among barbershoppers at this convention.
Where is the old piano?
In the hours before the final competition, some of the busiest people in Atlanta are the coaches, often helping more than one contending quartet.
All was great. Yeah. Together, day, all of that was great. Everything is banging big time there.
Yeah.
That's solid 90 stuff, man. And you've been showing us passages of that all week.
Okay.
Now we just want it there all the time. Don't tease us any longer.
Right.
Keep the needle pegged in the 90s, man.
Yeah,
Keep it there the whole
absolutely.
time. One more time for that same spot.
where is the old piano?
When Bank Street sings in the final round, one of their songs will have special meaning.
When my mother passed away, we sang that song at her funeral, and it was, I couldn't sing it after that. It was a terribly difficult song to sing after that. And only recently I've been able to sing it again.
Be sure that you spend the time that you need to do what you need to do, because that has always worked for you. Because everybody wants to ride your coattails now. Everybody's going to want a piece of you, and everybody's going to want to help you, and everybody's going to want to fix you. You know, it would be kind of neat if you could do this. Everybody's become a coach, you know, and everybody's become a helper. And it's only because they're so excited about what you're doing, and they love you, and they love, you know, being a part of that. So, I mean, none of it's any vindictive except for, well, I shouldn't tell you what Fred asked me to do to you.
Well, I can imagine. We wish those guys the best.
48 quartets qualified to compete for the 60th International Championship. 10 are left. One by one, the finalists compete. Making the top 10 is tough. Earning a medal even tougher. This is barbershop competition at its finest, a World Series of four-part harmony.
Georgia dome is swinging. We have a dome like this at home with a big translucent ceiling. It's dark tonight, so the screens are bright. Don't you find that appealing now? Trees singing weird melodies, and they made that's the start of the blues. And from the jail came the wail of a down-hearted frail, and they played that, yeah, as part of the blues. That everybody's crazy over Dixie. All her charms remind you of the South, sunny South. Cheeks like Georgia peaches rare, southern sunbeams in her hair. Her smile is bound to win ya. She's the bride of old Virginia. Blue eyes like the bluegrass of old Kentucky. Lips as sweet as sugar cane down there, where every boy throughout the land tried to win her heart and hand. They're crazy over Dixie in dear old Dixieland. If you see Sally, tell her that you saw me, and when you saw me, I was blue. And if you hear sweet Sally asking for me, tell her that I was asking for her too. Well, first you put your two knees close up tight, then you sway 'em around to the left, then you sway 'em to the right. Step around the floor kinda nice and light, then you twist around with all of your might. Stretch those loving arms out in space, then you give the eagle rock a little style and grace. Swing your foot around and bring it back. Now that's what I call ball in the jack. My heart will not be true. I'll be loving you every time I love again. near you. It brings me joy I never knew, babe. Jeez Louise, used to be so near you. Thrills and chills me through and through. Anyone can tell that you captured my heart. You cast a spell and enraptured my heart. Can it be true? Someone like you could be mine, ever be mine. Can it be true? Someone so fine could be mine. You're so fine. Could you be mine? Oh, so fine. Could you be mine? You're so fine. Oh, so fine. And that's why, baby, that's why I love you. Yes, I do. Hallelujah. I hear your name in the breeze. Louise.
Fred's set has a theme, how to turn last year's silver medal into gold, with a silly name or otherwise.
We'd like to trade our silver, then wait right back there for all the gold in the world. One thing that could be fatal, no matter how we try, are these judges in July that money cannot buy. God gave us judges that try to be fair when He gave us these guys. We hope they make us win. We'd love to trade our silver and our tenor's hair for all the gold in our barbershop world. Now, if we should happen to win, you see, we promise we'll do all your shows for free and share secret things of the AIC. If we win the gold tonight, but we're not taking chances. Those pretty gold medals were lying backstage. Now no one can find them. They're all in a rage. We couldn't resist. We've done something bold tonight in Atlanta. Fred stole the gold. We stole the gold.
Bank Street's performance is solid, but is it solid enough?
I just made a visit to a place called my hometown, the house that blessed my childhood was dark and tumbled down. But I found a lonely picture hanging on the wall. Mother's old piano. Where is the old piano that my mother used to play? She'd bring us all together at the closing of the day. She taught us the old songs like Heart of my heart. But time now has torn us apart. I miss the old piano, and as the tears begin to fall, begin to so many things that I recall from the picture on the wall. How I miss that old piano. But I miss Mother
Revival gets a rousing welcome. In the minds of the audience, these relative newcomers to the international contest have moved up from dark horse to solid contender in less than a week.
Come on, Nancy, I'm getting antsy. Ain't been so excited for about a year. Listen to the whistle blowing round that bend. I think she's getting near. Oh, round the bend I see the steamer coming, dear. Heading here right to this pier. And if you hurry, we will make it, never fear, on the old Dominion line. Oh, look now, ain't she sailing pretty as she hugs the shore? She's steaming for good old Baltimore. Hear the battle turning, hear the water churning. She's the queen of Chesapeake Bay. Hear the whistle blowing, we'll soon be going to Baltimore today. Come on, Nancy, put your best dress on. Come on, Nancy, for the steamboat's gone. Yes, everything is lovely on the Chesapeake Bay. All aboard for Baltimore, and April 8th they'll all be sore. Look here, Captain, let us catch that boat. We can't swim and listen, we can't float. Folks are humming a good old tune. Up on deck there's a place to spoon. So cuddle up close beneath the silvery moon. sailing down the Chesapeake Bay. Now listen to the whistle blowing, everything is fine, mighty fine. Everyone is sailing on the old Dominion line.
With less fanfare than usually afforded a proclamation of world championship proportions, the long-awaited results are announced.
Your 1998 fifth place bronze medalist is Bank Street.
And your 1998 fourth place bronze medal is Fred.
Your 1998 third place bronze medalist, BSQ.
The solid medal-winning performances of third place BSQ and second place Michigan Jake will almost certainly put them on the short list for next year's international contenders.
Is Michigan Jake.
Now, the moment of truth. Only the gold remains.
And it's with great pleasure to announce to you that your 1998 gold medalist, Revival.
In the midst of all the aftermath, surrounded by hoopla, hugs, and hurrahs, the distinction between old champions, new champions, and would-be champions seems less clear, and certainly less important. This is, after all, a brotherhood, a fiercely competitive yet loving brotherhood, united in song, single of purpose, dedicated to making the world a little happier, one song at a time.
This program is made possible in part by the annual financial support of public television viewers like you.
Such a thrill. Don't give me jazz or pagliacci.
Stop, I love Ducattington, but oh, that barbershop.
Give me a beat to start tapping my feet to, and you'll see my troubles fly. Don't even stop if a teardrop fills my eye, fills my eye. And there isn't a better way to make my day seem fine than humming and singing a good old barbershop song. There's no substitute for a barbershop song.